Come on, scram. Scram. It's ridiculous. Hey, can you not take pictures of me? There's a camera there, one over here, one over here.
Then you came back and you just won't leave.
What part of the sidewalk? Public side. Oh, is she gonna get hurt too?
Yeah, I'm getting everybody here. Everybody got a camera. I always do that because I can call her for a witness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, I like witnesses.
Man, stick around. You want to be a witness for this, trust me. Like that? Like, I don't understand. I can't hear you. Oh!
Alien View Audits.
Greetings, Earthlings. Xylar here. Let's dive into this constitutional wormhole, shall we? For today's video, we have First Amendment Auditor, aka Constitutional Earthling. Hero. Drumroll, please. Ta-ta-da! KULT News. Hey, hey, ha-ha. Please go show him the love and support he deserves. A link to his original video is listed in the description below.
Ooh, that's a big one. There you go. First Financial Bank, right on the corner of Washington and Meridian here in Indianapolis. This is a big, giant, beautiful bank. Let's see if the good folks aim cameras at us. For example, there's one right there. Let's see if the good folks aim cameras at us mind if we aim some cameras at them, shall we? Let's rock and roll. Now, as you can see from the glare on this glass, it's a pretty heavy glare. You really can't see much inside of this bank. You've got some more cameras over here. Let's see, where is it here? Oh, there you go, right there. But in here, right up here, as you can see, oh, there it is, right there. Hold on. Let's see if this gal shuts the blinds up, but she does. I bet she does.
Can you not take pictures of us? We need to move on.
Can I not take pictures of you? Bless your heart. No, you move on. Move on. Go on. Scram. Scram. It's ridiculous. Hey, can you not take pictures of me? There's a camera there, one over here, one over here. Can you stop taking pictures of me? You see that? This gal literally came out and told me to not take pictures of the bank and move on. That's her heart. Astounding. The audacity. Let's check it out over here on the side. So, you got the ATM right here. You got a night depository. You can make deposits. You got a camera right here. This property, however, is on the National Register of Historic Places. Very nice, very nice, very nice. We got two more cameras over here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cameras, 6 if you count the ATM. These good folks are all cluttered. Like that? Like, I don't understand. Like, you want me to dance? I don't... What? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Oh! I can't hear you. Oh!
Boludo!
You want me to stick around? You say for one more hour? All right, will do. Yeah, I'll stick around, okay? Thank you. Psychopaths. I am glad you showed up. So I'm walking down the street, minding my own business. This gentleman here, I walk past the windows, flipping me off. They've got multiple cameras. He's taking pictures of me. Is that legal? Can they have have cameras on the outside of their building recording everybody on the sidewalk?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so it is legal for somebody on the sidewalk to have a camera aimed at the building, correct?
It's legal, or you just taking pictures of the bank? Now, you know.
I don't answer questions.
Then why are we talking then? If you don't answer
Well,
questions.
you came over here, I assume you were in the chat.
Yeah, well.
I just had a question. That's it.
Well, I got another question for you then, sir.
I don't answer
All right.
questions, but
Okay. That's fine then, sir. Then you're going to have to move on. Then you're not going to sit there and answer questions. You're not going to sit on the
public
outside.
sidewalk, sir. I'm not
You're on
putting
a
you on.
public sidewalk, but you also been called for disturbance. When I walked up here, you was banging on that window, hollering at
I did
him.
not.
When I walked up here, you was banging on that window, hollering at him. I am a supervisor, so I'm here, sir. How can I help you?
I have it on video.
That's fine.
I did
That's
not touch the
fine.
window.
That's fine.
It's not a public disturbance.
Sir, if you right here outside of a window, pointing at a bank window, and he's on the other side hollering at you, that's a disturbance. Yes, that's a disturbance.
So how is it disturbing?
Sir, that's a
I'm walking on the
disturbance.
sidewalk,
Sir, you
he's
got
flipping-
every right to say what you want. I'm telling you that's a disturbance.
So I don't have a right to stand on the sidewalk.
Sir, I didn't never say that. I said you don't have a right to stand right here and yell at someone on the other side of a window
Never happened.
like you worked.
I was
It did
asking
happen.
him. I said, I can't hear you.
And then when
Why?
I came up here, the first thing you asked me was about cameras, but you don't want to talk to me.
Yeah, because I asked you. A
Okay.
question. I said I
Then-
don't want to answer
but
your
why are
questions.
you talking
Okay,
if you don't want to?
Am I being detained, sir?
No, I never
I'm done with
said
you then.
never
I'm
said
done
you would
with
stop.
I'm done.
Now you go to another, I'm gonna stop you again. So have a good day.
Yeah.
Have a good day. Have a good day, sir.
I'm
Have a good day. Have a good day.
I'm having a
Have
fantastic
a good day. You
I'm
have a great
journalist
day,
working
sir.
on a story on a public sidewalk.
That's fine. But you don't be over here hollering at nobody, okay?
Okay, I won't hold it anyway.
Thank you.
You have yourself a good day,
You
sir.
too. Just like you taking pictures, I don't record you since I've been here, so I'm thankful.
Excellent. You have yourself a good day. No more.
Yeah,
hollering.
it's just everybody. See, sir, I'm not gonna keep talking to you. You said you're not gonna talk to me. Good. Now, here's two things we can do. I have a job to do. All right. You making my job awfully hard just to come over here and tell you, sir, would you please not take pictures of a bank? Number one, that don't look great because number two, people think people try to rob banks. I'm not saying you're doing that, but you out here taking pictures of a bank. If you're doing a story, do your story, but you ain't got to stand right up to the bank taking a bunch of pictures. Then you want to holler and say you don't want to talk to me.
What?
You are causing a disturbance just by what you are doing.
What
okay?
Sir, I'm asking a clarifying question. What part? Oh, you're not going to answer my questions now. All right, you have a good day. What part of the sidewalk can I not stand on, sir? Where can I not aim the camera? Disturbing the peace.
Okay, but here's the thing, though. Here's two things, okay? All right, just like I'm telling him. All right, don't antagonize him. Don't anything. If he's taking pictures, that's just a free world. They can do across the street. I don't worry, undressed, okay? Don't yell at him and back because that keeps him here, okay? I need something. I don't have a lot, okay? They do have a right to be on these public sidewalks. Everybody got a right. Like your cameras upstairs, he hollering about. Cameras are cameras. Yeah. They can take pictures across the street. I can't stop them from doing that, okay? But I don't want nobody up to the window hollering at each other. Gotcha. And that's the whole thing. He got a whole thing he's going on. I don't know what he's doing. He's doing a story or whatever he wants. That's fine. All right. Now, if he comes in here, which did he do that? No. Okay, that helps me, okay? That's the whole problem. You know, I don't want to be arguing with nobody because he want to start arguing by not answering questions. You know, really, I don't have anything. Gotcha. I just come to see what he was doing by him having the camera and stuff. I really can't say that's illegal. You understand what I'm saying?
So does it make a difference that we're a bank?
No.
Like he could be scoping us
No.
out or anything?
By law, no.
Okay.
Now, if he was in here, yes.
Gotcha.
That's a total difference. But by law, no. Anybody can take pictures of a building. That's what he can say.
So I took just a few photos of him outside,
That's your right.
just to let our security
That's
office
perfect.
know.
And you know, and for somebody like this who wants to be antagonist and keep going and going, you see, he wants to argue and go through something with somebody. You know, I thought he was knocking on the window when I came up here. That's what it looked like. Y'all were going because I saw you and I saw him. It looked like he was doing something when he said he didn't touch the
He was
window.
shouting and
Thank you. And I don't want any of that.
Okay.
All right. By him doing that gave me the legal right to basically tell him you need to move on. That helped me.
He's probably one of those like YouTubers.
He is a
that go into,
YouTuber.
like the government buildings. And they're like,
Well,
And they want the
Yeah.
it's all for
He was telling the officer about the cameras outside the building, and that's what his deal is. Like, if you can video me, I can video you.
yeah, and you know the real thing, something like this is not. I mean, this is what we do. We deal with all the time. Everybody want to tell us what they can do and they can't do. Everybody's a street lawyer now. All right, so and it's fine with us. I mean, you know that's how it is until he do something. I thought he was knocking on the window like I told him. He said he wasn't, but like I said, I didn't. He can sit out there all day if you want to. Now, if you start, and it's kind of hard to say how far we can go. Right now, we know he's there. You took pictures, sent to your people. Please
Yeah.
do that. All right. Going through anything else is going to be a whole room and constitutional rights and breakdown and
Then
you
he
know.
was saying, do you want me to stay here for another hour?
Yeah. See, and you know, and I was gonna say, just don't pay him no attention,
Gotcha.
but definitely send that to your people.
I will.
Now, here's the difference. If you come back tomorrow, the next day,
like
now we got
stalking,
to.
harassment.
Well, we can come up with something else. But today, you know, I came to see what he
I
was
think
doing.
He just went on his.
No, he ain't going no way. He's mad at seeing at me.
Oh.
You know,
Okay.
which I was trying to make sure what he was doing and trying to hear because he didn't want to talk to me. So I'd rather he be mad at me. You know, I'm fine with that. Everybody's mad at me. I don't care. This is just part of life.
Seems like I don't know if he has like a disability or like slightly unhinged.
Well, he has a lot of money in those cameras and stuff, but what I really think is going on, he's doing something else, and he's mad at somebody or some bank or some government. He don't chose you up, but he's just taking pictures outside right now. If he keeps that up, I mean, as long as he doesn't come in here, if he comes in here, you know, then call us back. And
I
hope-
was just more concerned of
Yeah.
like, he was like directly at the
Yeah,
window, like taking
and
pictures.
that he can't do, and that's what
Yeah.
that's what I was explaining to him. Now he can stay on the sidewalk,
Yeah.
and we can't stop him.
Yeah.
But him right up to the window, like I saw when I got out of the car.
1041.
No, you can't do that. Okay, and I don't want you all at the window saying anything to him because
bad.
now
Kind of provoke him.
you're
Yeah.
provoked. 'Cause- and I think that's the thing that now he got somebody. You know, he can be mad at me because he asked for a supervisor. You know.
Oh, great.
You know, then we get tired of that, but I am a supervisor, so that worked out
Yeah.
perfect. You know, so I tried to help him there, and he didn't want to. You know, and he met me at, you know, it's different. So let us know. Turn that information in. I really don't have a whole lot. I don't think he is a caser, but I could be wrong. You know, I think he's a guy's mad at banks. He don't like you all in the bank. And
Conspiracy theorist
yeah,
or something.
something's going. And he doesn't like kids. All right.
Well, we appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. You know, and then like some call us back. You know, call us back. He's probably gonna be out here for a while because he want to try to prove a point. Just ignore it. He's gonna try to prove a point that he's right and you all are wrong. But like I said, take pictures. You know. Huh? It don't bother me, man. You know, that's my car. He can do anything he wants as long as he don't bother nobody. Cameras and videos are legal. Everybody got to understand. I mean, they're legal. You know, they are. You know, it's when you try to do different things with them. You know, that makes it bad. But right now, back in the day, doing the bank like it's been a big thing.
Yeah.
But you got to understand where you're at. You know, and what time period we in now. You know, what harm is he causing? And have we seen him before? The key for us is you pay attention to him, give it to your security. If we see him tomorrow, then we have a problem.
Okay.
Then we'll stop him. Then we can stop him and ask a little bit more. We can go in depth. Because now because anybody can say they take pictures, right? But how you take pictures of the same building over and over again? That's a problem. You know? So we'll just keep an eye on him.
All right.
Yeah. Please send that to your security and let them know. And you know, because we want to know We see him again. Because he know all your cameras outside. You know, he's like, cameras are outside and this and this and that. He knows these things. So, we'll see. Let me know.
Thank you.
All right.
Did you set them straight? Let them know public photography is not a crime? I know you're not aware of that, but did you let them know that? You got any
talking
public
to me now?
disturbance because I'm asking you a question? Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
If you talk, are you talk? You can't say you're gonna talk to me and then you don't
Oh, I
talk
said
to
I'm
me.
not answering your questions. I don't answer questions from pigs that try to violate my rights. Toodaloo. Toodaloo. Bye-bye. Go on. Pig.
Going back around and see if this guy in the blue coat with the cameras is still there. See if he's still harassing the people in front. If he is, I will ask him to move on this time, and I will identify him because he is causing a disturbance.
We go around the country exposing the absurdity of police and you know, frankly, the government's taking our rights away more. That's a little vinyl sticker, by the way. It's weatherproof. The government is taking away our rights more and more every year that goes by.
Oh, yeah.
And the audacity of a financial institution that we loaned tens of millions of dollars to in 2008 for that bailout. The audacity for them to have 6 cameras aimed out on the sidewalk, but if somebody out on the sidewalk aims a camera at them, they're flipping you off, calling the police, and trying to get the police to strong-arm you and to move it on from a public sidewalk. First, I don't know if they told the cop this or if the cop just made it up, but he claimed that I was banging on their windows. I didn't touch your fucking windows. It's just very typical, and I'll say 90% of the time when somebody calls the police or they call 911 on me, 90% of the time they either blatantly lie or they grossly exaggerate. So check us out on...
As usual, the almighty dollar's running the show.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Anyways,
That's the trick.
check us out on YouTube, KULT News, and our
Probably seen some of your stuff then.
our India, maybe so. Our Indianapolis video will be posted, you know, sometime in the near future. We're not going to wait indefinitely, but yeah, sometime in the near future. It's a hoot. Is it against the law for me to stand right here? I haven't touched the window. I didn't touch the window.
I need your ID. I don't ask you.
I don't-
First, sir, you don't have ID. If you don't have ID, then I am going to detain you, and I'm probably going to arrest you for harassment. Give me your ID, or you're going to be detained.
Sir?
Control of everyone.
What law do you
sir, I'm asking questions now. Give me your ID. Give me your ID, or I'm arrest you for disorderly conduct. One or another. Go ahead and start 128 back to
Disorderly
to our
conduct for
original run.
taking pictures on a public sidewalk.
Sir, that's on you. Do you want to do that or not? Tell me now.
So-
I'm gonna help you out because I'm tired. Because I asked you a minute ago
I'm prepared to go to-
leave.
I'm prepared
you
to
a
go to-
steer. Thank you.
I'm
Cool,
prepared
cool.
to go to
Put your head
jail.
behind your back.
All right, there you go.
Put your head behind your back.
My
I'm
hands
taking
are
all
behind
your
my back.
equipment.
Let's go.
Yep, yes, sir. I know you are. Raise up. Move your hand. You're harassing these people inside. I asked you to move a long time ago.
Public sidewalk, sir.
Yep, I know you are.
It's not harassment.
You're,
Stand on public
no,
sidewalk.
you're harassing people inside. You up there
Nope.
at the window. I asked you not to
I
do
didn't
that.
touch the window.
The people already called on you. This is a bank.
by me.
They're scared
Scared.
of you being outside taking photos. Any man in the world would understand
Not
that.
against the law,
But
sir.
you,
Not against the law.
Disorderly conduct is because I asked you to leave.
Stand on a public sidewalk.
That's okay. I don't care, sir.
That's you. All right.
I don't care. Cause you act like I asked you for ID. Where your ID at? Put your hand behind your back.
Yeah, this is great. Public disturbance. So what do you want me to do? I don't want you to hurt me. I don't consent to any searches, sir. I'm not resisting arrest. There you go. All right. Disturbing the peace for taking photos on a public sidewalk.
You have any weapons on you, sir?
I
Do you have any weapons?
I have a can of pepper spray in my right coat pocket there. That's it.
Okay.
Astounding. Indianapolis arresting journalists for taking photos on public sidewalks.
Sir, you can't be a journalist because you at least understood.
Oh, I'm a journalist. Hundreds of thousands of people will see this video, sir.
Okay, I'm happy they do, sir. But I'm tired of asking you the same thing over
Yeah,
and
don't
over
stand on
again.
the public sidewalk taking
Don't
photos.
get away from the window. You're 2 feet from the window. I asked
I'm
you that.
standing on a
Like,
public
you walked
sidewalk,
over
sir.
there, it was great. But
Standing on
then
a
you
public
came
sidewalk.
back and you
I
just
asked
won't
earlier
leave.
what part of the sidewalk I can't stand on. You didn't answer that. Public sidewalk. Public sidewalk. Oh, she gonna get hurt too?
Yeah, I'm getting everybody here. Everybody got a camera. I always do that
Yeah.
because I can call her for a witness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, I
she'll
like
be a witness.
witnesses.
Man, stick around. You want to be a witness for this, trust me. Violating my rights and taking photographs on a public sidewalk.
No, but you was taking photographs of the bank all up in the window.
Taking photographs.
Yeah, and you're harassing the people inside because when I came up here, you was arguing with the people in the window.
No, I asked the man, what did you
No.
say? Nice try. Got it all on
Yeah,
video.
I get it. I understand.
What? You're a sergeant.
Yeah,
Sergeant
yeah.
what?
Everybody's smarter than everybody else.
What's the badge number?
What's your badge number? So do you have a badge number?
You already know my name. You know
No,
who
can I
you
get
is.
your badge number, please?
Ma'am, but you're not being arrested, so you can go on.
Oh, you might be arrested.
No, you're not. Go on, ma'am. You're not being arrested.
Am I not allowed to photograph
No,
you?
you're allowed to photograph, but you gotta be over there. You can talk all you want.
Why
ain't
do
gotta
I have
answer
to
no-
be over there?
Ma'am, I don't have to. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, because I'm asking you to back up. I'm asking you to back up. See, this is where y'all keep forgetting. I'm asking you to back up. Now, are you part of this arrest? Yes, you do, because I'm asking you to back up. I'm asking you to back up. See, this is
Where y'all keep forgetting. I'm asking you back up.
where y'all keep forgetting. I'm asking you back up. Now, are you part of this arrest?
No, I am.
I'll get some other handcuffs. I'll help you. Are you part of it? No. Quit
Wow.
interfering.
No, I'm taking footage.
Quit it. You can record all you want.
He's gonna arrest her.
I know I
You
can.
don't have no right to ask anything over here unless you're a part of it.
You have
As
no
long as you
right.
keep
I'm allowed
instigating
to
it.
speak in
Answer my thing.
public, and I'm
Violating my
allowed to
rights.
photograph
I'm
in public.
instigating now.
Yes,
I
you've
know
been
it.
instigating.
All right.
You know, just like you got people on your side on this, I'm gonna have everybody in the bank will say the same thing.
Everybody in
You
the bank.
keep
Yeah.
coming up
I have it
here.
on video,
Yeah,
sir.
okay, sir, it don't matter.
Standing right here on the sidewalk, aiming my camera to bank is
Where's
not
your
a crime.
ID at, sir? Well, thank you. Good Lord.
Oh, that's it.
All you had to do was walk away just like I asked. I said, stay over
All
there.
I had to do was not stand on a public sidewalk.
No, I
taking
didn't say that.
photos.
Didn't say that. I said walk away from over there. You was over there. That was fine.
I'm legal right
but
here.
you came right
this
back
isn't
over
their
here.
sidewalk. They don't own this
You
sidewalk.
came right up to the bank
They
window.
don't
Look where
own
you
this
at.
sidewalk. Sergeant Brown, how
I
are you
get
not
it.
educated
I
on the
get
First
it.
Amendment? I'm a journalist. You're
Okay.
arresting a journalist for taking
Okay,
photos.
I get it, sir. I get it.
Do you? I don't think you do.
Control over 112.
I don't think you do get it. I'm taking photos on a public sidewalk, and that's what he's arresting me for. I kid you not.
He's not the judge. You gotta tell it to the judge.
Oh, I'll tell it to the judge, all right, and then I'll sue the city of Indianapolis. This is ridiculous. Taking photos on a public sidewalk. A journalist, no less. He's arresting a
Give me
journalist for taking photos
you
on
got a
public
bag
sidewalk.
for any of this stuff? I need a big bag for his camera. I need a property slip written out. We can take this in. Control 112.
Yeah. One foot closer, you get arrested, man. Unbelievable.
Can you
Unbelievable.
copy one, please?
I'm ready.
Last name of Norton, Norton. First name of Michael. He's out of Louisiana. 629.
Don't take photos or he'll arrest you, folks. No photos allowed. No photos allowed.
Could you watch him for me? I don't care.
Arrested me for taking photos on a public sidewalk.
I don't know. I don't know what he's
I know,
arresting
it's crazy.
me for.
This is nuts. I'm a journalist taking photos of a bank on a public sidewalk, and he's arresting me for public disturbance. Fascinating. Just bought himself a lawsuit for the city. This is crazy.
All right, Chris. All right, I am arresting him now because he came back to us the window. Who in here witnessed that? Him coming back.
Absolutely.
Did he come back towards the window?
He did.
All right.
Right where he's standing right now.
Okay, how long was he there after he left?
He never left.
Well,
Yeah,
he's
he's
been
been-
hanging out, and then you left, and then he just kept doing what he was doing.
And was he
then
photographing in here?
Yes.
All right. And how long has this been going on today?
3816.
Last.
Can you mark me 10-8 and 10-42? And 11-14.
All right. How did that make y'all feel in here? How did it make y'all feel as a bank? Him taking
Yeah, concerned about him maybe scoping us out,
Casing the brand.
casing the joint.
Taking pictures.
Control 2111 is 10-8.
And what time did you call?
10:46 or like 10:41.
And 11-15.
This is nuts. I've been all over America. I've taken photos on public sidewalks all over America. I have never been arrested for taking photos on a public sidewalk. And the irony is, the man inside, one of the employees inside, came to the window and was flipping me off and yelling at me. And all I said was, "I can't hear you." And Sergeant Brown, unbelievable, he's a sergeant. Sergeant Brown says that I was banging on the windows and arguing with them. No. Okay, the camera will show I didn't come within 2 feet of this glass, and never touched the windows. Wasn't arguing with them. I asked the man, "What did you say? I can't hear you." That's not a crime. Not a crime in any state or commonwealth in this country. This is crazy. This is nuts. This is crazy. I'm being arrested for public photography in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Sounds like an easy lawsuit to me.
Like a very easy lawsuit. This is nuts. I hope Sergeant Brown wises up and realizes I've got to let this guy go. I'm going to sue the loving hell out of this thing. This is crazy.
I
Come on,
believe
look it up.
once they violate your rights, don't they lose qualified immunity?
That's right. They know my rights. You do lose qualified immunity. Remember Officer G. Racino, Ressino. He's a party to this. You have a badge number, sir? What's your badge number, man?
1315.
His badge number is 1315.
I don't know what you're being arrested for. I just got here.
Well, I know, but you know now. I told you I'm being
I
arrested.
don't know what you're being. You told me. He did. I don't know what he's arrested
He'll tell you.
for.
I'm sure he'll tell you.
I have no idea what you're being arrested
He came out here and told me, "I'm fine over there, like literally 10 feet over here, but I'm not fine right here. I can aim my camera at the bank from right over there. I can't aim my camera at the bank right here." He says, "I'm making a public disturbance. I'm scaring the people inside." That's right. Taking photographs on a public sidewalk is not a crime. It's not. Not in America.
Again, I don't know what was said between y'all before I got here.
I'm just saying.
So I have no idea.
This is crazy. Congratulations. I guess I won the lottery. I'll sue the city of Indianapolis for violating my rights. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. Unbelievable. It's not my first rodeo, but it's going to be the first rodeo for a lawsuit in Indianapolis, that's for sure. Sergeant Brown had better wise up real quick and get me out of these handcuffs. I did ask for his supervisor. Is he the only supervisor? Does he have a boss, a supervisor as well? Because
our direct supervisor is off today, but
that's horrifying.
I'm sure there's someone
Sergeant
here.
Brown. Sergeant Brown is the what, POC?
No. He's the sergeant of day shift.
Unbelievable.
There's
Sergeant Brown is the highest. Is he the highest ranking officer working today right now? Yeah, well, I definitely would like somebody above him. This is nuts. Arresting a journalist for public photography. He didn't like the direction I aimed my camera. He didn't like how close I stood to the subject, which is the building itself. The only reason I aimed the camera at these fools inside is they got walk fast and they're flipping me off and taking pictures of me. They can take pictures of me and flip me off, but if I aim the camera at them, it's a crime. So how am I disturbing their peace, but they're not disturbing my peace? This is asinine. I've seen it. Have you ever seen such a thing? You ever seen somebody get arrested? I assume your body camera is running,
It
right?
is running, yes.
You ever seen somebody get arrested, a journalist get arrested for
As
taking
I
photos on
stated
a public
before, sir,
sidewalk?
I don't know what you're being arrested for.
I'm telling you, it's public
You
disturbance.
saw when I got here.
Public disturbance. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I have no idea what you're being arrested for. You know when I got here. But yes, the body camera is activated.
Maybe that's a paddy wagon coming to pick me up.
It's medics.
Being arrested for public photography. According to Sergeant Brown, I was disturbing the peace by standing on a public sidewalk, aiming my camera at a bank. What do you want to bet? This one gets dismissed real quick. Our station gets millions of views per month. Millions of views per month. And Sergeant Brown is going to come across as a complete tyrant. There's no other word for it. He's a blatant tyrant. Sir, do not take any photographs. They will arrest you for taking photographs on a public sidewalk in Indianapolis. Be warned. Come down. He's taking all the statements, trying to figure out how can we get him? What did he do? Are they trying to get the story straight? He was banging on the windows. Too bad for them. I got it all on video. This camera has not stopped since I walked up the street. And thanks to this lovely woman, it's on 2 cameras. Ma'am, were you recording before you actually put me in handcuffs?
Yes.
Did you see the whole thing?
Yeah, I was afraid it would go south because I've heard things about the police, so.
Did you see me ever touch any of the windows out here?
No.
Did you see me arguing and yelling at these people inside?
No. I have it all on camera, so.
Sergeant Brown's going to drag Officer Racino into a lawsuit. They'll both be named in the suit. I guarantee it. You will lose your qualified immunity. This is very, very clearly a violation of my rights, my First Amendment rights. I am a journalist. I'm gathering content for a story.
I'm not the one arrested.
Well, you're part of it, though. You're standing here. Oh, so can I go then? Can I grab my stuff and go?
I was ordered to go.
All right, but no, you're ordered by your sergeant, so he'll be named, and you'll be named as well. I'm sorry, you're a party to it. It's ridiculous. You lose your qualified immunity. I'll tap into your pension. This is not my first rodeo, but it's going to be Sergeant Brown's last rodeo. 190. Ridiculous. Unbelievable. Don't take photos or they'll arrest you for taking photos on a public sidewalk. I kid you not. Public photos. Public photography is a crime in Indianapolis.
I'm just standing here waiting. I didn't know what we're doing here.
To the property room. All this going to the property room.
Oh.
You want to put it in his bag?
I don't know anything. It looks like it's off. Yeah, let's put this in the bag.
I mean, you probably put it all in that black bag and take it to the property bag.
If we can get it
into the property room.
Dog poop bag.
Dog food bag. You can put as much in this bag as you can.
Get off in the bag. Get off in the bag. I'll let my news mic there.
Okay, we'll do all that. We'll put everything in the bag.
And the crime again is disturbing the peace for taking photographs on a sidewalk. Is that right? Aiming a camera at a building.
Sir, I'm arresting you for disorderly conduct, like I told you.
And so engaging in a constitutionally protected activity, the First Amendment, as a journalist, is disorderly conduct in your book. I know it's not in the city of Indianapolis. It's not a crime to aim a camera at a building.
You know what? One thing you really could have done was talk to me earlier.
Hey, you know what? Answer your questions earlier?
No, you didn't.
I don't have to. I know it. So you're saying because I exercise my Fifth Amendment right?
Sir, I'm not arguing with you, sir.
If I have
argued with you since I've been here.
All
And
right.
the thing I'm telling you is that, you know what?
Disorderly conduct.
I asked you to step back and you did.
I'm a
and
journalist.
I left you here as a journalist.
It's not
I
a
left
crime
you alone.
standing here,
You
sir.
know, then you came right back up to the bank.
Sergeant, it's not a crime.
Okay.
It's not a crime.
Then that's your right in court.
All right.
That's your excellent right in court.
Yeah.
Okay?
You've lost your
Just
qualified
making sure things don't go
immunity.
south.
Okay. Sir, yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
I'm not so sure you do, but you will. You will.
All right.
Although photography is a crime in Indianapolis. I can do it from over there, but not over here. Nice. He's not up for answering questions. There you go. You heard him. Stand on a public side. You told me I could stand over there, but I can't stand over here. Not quite sure why it's a crime here, but not here. That makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. Does that make sense to you, Racino?
I wasn't here.
That's
I
what
already
happened. I'm
told
just
you
saying.
that.
You'll see the video. I guarantee you, you'll see the video.
When I got here, you were standing here. I don't know what was said before I got
Standing here in handcuffs when you got here.
Yes, you were. You are correct.
Yep. Standing on the public sidewalk taking photos. Not a crime, Brown. Not a crime. You're going to find that out in court the hard way when the city gets sued. You will lose your qualified immunity, Sergeant Brown.
Only thing I'm gonna leave on you is your driver's license so you can get your property out of the property room. If I put it in the property room, you will not have it.
You have to go in
Put it
here.
in your front back pocket.
You have to go in here.
Oh, put it in there.
Just go into the.
Yeah.
With him.
I'm taking this property. Well, yeah, that's going to the rest.
This is going with him.
Yeah, no, that going with him.
Do you have anything else on you? I could get everything off of you.
I think he already seized all my property for taking photos on the sidewalk. So, yeah, I don't think I've got anything else except for my coat.
Well,
Yeah.
we're not taking that. Well, yeah, we'll take your hat, but we'll wait for the wagon.
Felony all over the country. I got arrested for taking photos on a public sidewalk. Disorderly conduct. How does it happen? First, you have to be breaking the law in order for disorderly conduct. You have to be like yelling obscenities.
I wasn't here, sir.
Why not?
You're asking me to answer things that I wasn't here on.
How is standing on a public sidewalk
I don't
taking
know
photos?
what happened.
I'm just saying. I'm asking, how is taking photos on a public sidewalk disorderly conduct?
No, I have not done it.
Public photography is not a crime. It's not disorderly conduct. No, it's not. Taking photos. I wasn't yelling. I wasn't screaming obscenities at anybody. I wasn't banging on windows. I didn't go inside. I didn't make any threats. I stood out here taking photos of a building. And that's a crime to you. In your world, that's a crime. Unbelievable. It's disorderly conduct for taking photos on a public sidewalk. Astounding. Astounding.
Does that come off?
Yeah,
Just come over your head, or is it on?
Yep.
I'll get that back on you.
I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
gotta go in there.
It's got to go in there, but
It's rather.
put it on.
Why don't you take my jackets off while you're at it, Sergeant Brown?
We're not taking his jacket.
20 some odd degrees out. Take his hat off.
We're
Take
not
his
taking
jacket.
your jackets off.
No, you violated my rights by arresting me for taking photos on a sidewalk. It's not disorderly conduct. I'm engaged in a constitutionally protected activity as a journalist. A lot of people are going to see this video, Sergeant Brown, including your boss. God knows how many people in Indianapolis. You're breaking the law. You're violating my rights. No wrong in working by me.
Yeah, the chewing on. Do those come off? I don't want to. Do those come off easily? Or
Let them take them
The
up.
one on my right hand does.
Yeah.
The one
ring finger.
I mean, they'll do all that down there, but it doesn't come off. It doesn't come off easily.
What am I ring finger? No, that comes off easily.
Okay, they'll do that. Where you going?
Don't take photos that are going to arrest you for public property on the sidewalk, just like they arrest me. Public property is a crime in Indianapolis. There you go. It's the First Amendment. I'm a journalist taking photos on a public sidewalk, and I got arrested because the bank said I was harassing them by standing on a public sidewalk, aiming a camera at the bank. You want an easy lawsuit? Stand right here and aim your camera at this bank. They will arrest you. I kid you not. It's insane. Be safe out there. Don't take pictures of buildings.
God bless America.
What's that?
I said, God bless America.
Unbelievable.
Or is it North Korea? I'm not sure.
I went to North Korea and I cried after I left it. Because this is the most depressing country. You can enter North Korea on a guided trip only. Because inside there is no Wi-Fi, no Facebook, no TikTok, no Christianity, no Islam, and no connection with the outside world. The streets are so empty because people cannot afford cars. The TV is all about praising Korea and the festivals are all about the army. But do not be fooled, they are still poor. That every now and then electricity is gone. North Korea is like an open air prison. And when you leave it, soldiers have to check your phone.
Just got checked. Luckily they didn't steal our videos.
On the train out, I cried of sadness because there is no solution to the average North Korean. Their country is and will remain a prison. That's 1 minute. See you tomorrow.
Rights are being stripped away from us on a daily basis, it seems, and this is just icing on the cake. Icing on the cake. Can you believe that? Arrested for public photography in Indianapolis, Indiana, by Sergeant Brown and Officer Racino.
Not me. I'm not arrested.
Oh, yeah, you're part of this, my friend. You are part of this. You will lose your qualified immunity just like Sergeant Brown will. On my first rodeo. This is such an obvious, blatant violation of my rights too. It's not even questionable. I could understand if I was out here literally banging on the windows and screaming obscenities at them. The irony is, they were doing that to me. They were standing inside flipping me off, and I'm like, what the hell? Got it all on video. They got 6 cameras aimed at me and they're flipping me off. I aim one at them and I go to jail. Yeah. In no world, you will not lose your qualified immunity for this. You can see the lieutenant's face now. Wait, you arrested for what? On the sidewalk. He was taking photos on a sidewalk. A journalist? Oh my God, what are you thinking, Brown? Oh.
So we'll just wait, and when we get him taken care of, then I'll figure it out from there.
Figure out how to turn public photography.
You got to have that number on that.
Turn a journalist into a criminal by taking
Oh,
pictures.
okay. You already
send
did
the
that.
number to your thing.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the case. Send the case number, then you got to turn around and
There's some other number you got to get off the arrest.
Let me find
APF number or something.
So what exactly are we waiting for? Am I able to sit in a car? I mean,
Right here.
He's
Right
opening
here.
up all of my
here.
safety equipment to keep me warm. I just as soon sit in a police car.
You're right here. Where are you pulling to? You just, are your lights on? Okay, yeah, if you just get out of the way so that you leave one lane of traffic, you'll be all right. Hold on, let her get parked.
Oh, am I going in the paddy wagon?
You're going in the paddy wagon.
Going in the paddy wagon. Never been in the paddy wagon before. Wow, you guys take public photography pretty seriously, don't you?
she's going to have to search you too.
Not a problem. Is it Officer Martin?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Officer Martin. Sorry to inconvenience you. I did not know that public photography was a crime in Indianapolis. I was out on the sidewalk taking pictures and they're arresting me for it. I had no idea it was a crime.
She would have no reason what you're being arrested for.
Yeah, I know. I'm just telling her. I was
She's
taking
just
pictures on the sidewalk. I'm a journalist taking pictures on the sidewalk. That's what I'm being arrested for. It's crazy.
So it's gonna get uncomfortable just for a second.
It's already uncomfortable, so I don't know if it gets more uncomfortable.
Well, it's going to get tight around your wrist. She's putting another pair on.
Okay.
And she'll take the other one off.
Yeah, remember not to take pictures in Indianapolis. Indianapolis is not a tourist-friendly town. Certainly not a journalist-friendly town. If you're a tourist, don't take pictures in Indianapolis.
Yes, property.
Are we picking anybody else up?
One more.
One more. All right.
So you need any heat or anything back there?
Nope, I'm fine, other than I'm having my rights violated for taking photos on a public sidewalk, ma'am.
I apologize for that, sir.
Now, it's Sergeant Brown that's going to be facing the real repercussions on this. He has lost his qualified immunity. I'm a journalist. I'm doing my job on a public sidewalk. Gathering content for a story, and I just got arrested in Indianapolis. Is this camera back here working? Because we're going to have to get that tape.
Yep, give me 1 second. I believe it's already on. Yeah, it's already on.
I'm told by our chauffeur here that we will be picking up another passenger. So that'll be interesting to see if they're violent or smell horrible or whatever. It'll be fun, a new experience. I've never been in the back of a paddy wagon before, let alone with other prisoners. So I'm not terribly worried, per se. I'm just curious as to what this next passenger will be like. Stick around to find out. I was surprised to find out that in paddy wagons, they don't actually buckle you in. My hands are handcuffed behind my back. There's a strap you're supposed to hold on to. There's a sign here that says, hold on to straps when vehicle is in motion. So, that's what I'm doing.
I'm sure you will. Alright, watch your head, sir.
You guys get yourself another photographer?
I don't know if he's a photographer. Come here and talk to him. He'll talk to you.
I'm a comedian.
He's a comedian.
Comedian, hey, I'm a journalist. I got arrested for taking photos on the public sidewalk. A journalist.
What was you taking pictures of?
A bank?
Is the bank up for sale?
Nope. It's this public sidewalk and a bank, and I was doing a story on the bank, and Sergeant Brown decided that sidewalk was, I guess, the bank's property. I don't know what his excuse was, but what his rationale was, but yeah. Sergeant Brown decided that taking photographs of a bank from a public sidewalk was a public disturbance. Yep. God bless America. America's turning into North Korea. They're arresting journalists for taking photographs of buildings from public sidewalks. Sergeant Brown has bought himself and the city a nice, hefty lawsuit. He tried to tell me that I needed to move along. I couldn't stand on the public sidewalk taking photos. They drove around the block and I was still there, and yeah, he just decided to arrest me.
You still there with that back?
Yeah, I had every right to be there when he came back. It's a public sidewalk, for God's sakes. If you can't take photos on a public sidewalk in America, there's some serious problems. And there are indeed serious problems in Indianapolis, Indiana. When the police think they can criminalize a constitutionally protected activity, the First Amendment, free press. I told them point blank, I am with the press. Hundreds of thousands of people will see this arrest. I'm not breaking the law. I'm taking photographs on a public sidewalk. He did not care. He said I was causing disturbing the peace or public disturbance or something or other because the people inside the bank were scared. The people inside the bank that had 6 cameras aimed at me on the sidewalk, the people behind bulletproof glass, they were scared of the man outside on the sidewalk taking pictures of them.
Well, to be honest, that's who actually called. That's why he came. The bank called.
Doesn't matter. It's not a crime. It's public photography is not a crime. I know the bank called the police. It's just not a crime. That's when Sergeant Brown should go inside and say, he's not breaking the law. It's not against the law for him to take pictures out there. If you don't like it, close your blinds. You can't just arrest people on the sidewalk for taking photographs. That's crazy. No, didn't know a single person in the building. I'm a journalist. I have been in Indianapolis. I've been in Indiana for less than 24 hours working on a story. I'm a journalist. And, by the way, that other woman out there taking pictures, she's with me. She's one of our cameramen. She got the whole thing documented with 2 cameras. The bank employees lied, like they always do when they call 911. Sergeant Brown claimed that I was banging on the windows. Nope, never touched the windows. I got it all on video with 2 separate cameras. Sergeant Brown's going to find out the hard way that you do lose your qualified immunity when you violate somebody's rights knowingly, and that's exactly what he did. He knew full well I was a journalist on a public sidewalk, and yet he chose to arrest me anyways. Somebody higher up than him better get wise and cut me loose real quick, because every minute I sit in handcuffs or behind bars is that much more money I'm going to get in a lawsuit from this city. Somebody had better wise up. You do not arrest journalists in America for taking photographs of buildings in public. It's not a crime. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is crazy. A journalist arrested in Indianapolis for taking photographs on a public sidewalk. Mike Norton in the back of a police paddy wagon in Indianapolis, Indiana. I was out on the public sidewalk, as you saw the video, and Sergeant Brown decided that certain parts of the sidewalk were off limits to photography. If I stood just 10 feet further away, apparently he wouldn't have arrested me. But standing 2 feet from a building, yeah, that's a crime in Sergeant Brown's book. Sergeant Brown's going to learn the hard way that not only can he lose his qualified immunity for violating my rights when he knows full well he's violating my rights, but he's going to learn that this is going to give the city of Indianapolis a black eye that they don't need. The last thing you want to do is have tourists all around the world concerned that if they take photographs in your town, they may be arrested and put in the back of a police paddy wagon. Mike Norton, KULT News, Indianapolis, Indiana.
Indianapolis with big signs on it that say this is a historic building. You'll see, because I'm going to head back there right now. Historic building, taking photos and videos of a historic building, and Sergeant Brown decided that that was against the law. He charged me with what was it again?
It ended up being disorderly.
Disorderly conduct. He also charged me with some sort of interrupting a lawful assembly or something or another.
The other guy, I think.
Anyway, so there's multiple charges, and one of them was battery. They had battery on my charge, which is really weird, considering that I sure as hell didn't batter anyone. I'd like to have, but I didn't. It was a gross violation of my rights. At one point, Sergeant Brown, and I'll post a video eventually, we're going to get body cam footage and all that, he said something to the effect, because he showed up, hassled me on the public sidewalk for taking photos, then he left, but he told me it was like you can stand right there and record, but you can't stand right here and record. and it was all a public sidewalk. So it's like, and I even tried to get clarification from him. What part of the sidewalk am I allowed to stand on and take photos from? Can I do it here, but not here? I don't understand. I want clarification. Didn't give me that clarification. He left. I stood again on a public sidewalk taking photos and video. He came back and arrested me, and he said some comment to the effect of, if you'd have talked to me the last time I came here, this wouldn't be happening. So he literally admitted that had I not exercised my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, he wouldn't have arrested me. He violated my First Amendment rights, he violated my Fourth Amendment rights, he violated my Fifth Amendment rights. As of right this minute, I do not have an attorney in Indianapolis to represent me on this because I absolutely, positively am going to file suit against the city of Indianapolis for this. And almost definitely file suit against this bank that called the cops and lied and said that I was banging on their windows and stuff. No, got the whole thing on video. Didn't touch their windows, let alone bang on them. So that was that First National Bank. Is that who it was? First. Was it? Well, we'll find out. I'll put. It was First Federal Bank on Meridian. I'll get the address and their phone number, and I'll post it in the comments of this video. I have a feeling the civil suit with the bank is going to be probably more profitable than the civil suit against the city of Indianapolis. I've had a lot of people in jail telling me that Indianapolis doesn't have any money. We'll see. They got enough money. It was an awfully big jail. And by the way, that jail is a hellhole, and the conditions there are subhuman. It was... I can't even get into it, honestly.
You better take me back to A block, or it's going down.
Body cam video released by the Monroe County Sheriff's Office shows the moments that led up to a fight inside the jail between an inmate and correctional officers.
I want the force.
The officers are trying to move the inmate to a medical observation cell. He doesn't want to go. That's when 4 officers move in.
4, come on.
For the next 25 seconds, correctional officers use force as they try to subdue the inmate, eventually pinning him in place. That's when one officer appears to notice his split lip. Hitting the inmate again, even after he's been subdued.
4, put your left hand behind your back.
Y'all can beat me more?
As officers lead the inmate out of his cell, his eye appears swollen shut. Blood drips down his nose.
Take it easy.
Damn, y'all gonna break my arm?
As they work to get him into a restrained chair, officers move forward.
I'm not fighting.
Mitchell, check for your restraints.
Do the restraints.
Oh, I'm not fighting.
Then stop moving. Stop.
Here, I can't breathe. I'm getting it. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
You're talking.
I can't breathe.
This happened on January 31st, less than 2 weeks ago.
I ain't fighting.
Sheriff Marte says he decided to fire one of the corrections officers for failing to de-escalate the situation. He identified the officer as James Mitchell, shown in the video with the split lip.
Although I have only been sheriff for a little more than a month, my goal remains to always ensure the highest level of excellence. I have the backs of all of my employees, but I will not hesitate to hold them accountable if they fail to follow our policies.
Marte says use of force and de-escalation training for all corrections officers is already planned. In this incident, the inmate questioned the use of force multiple times.
Why you putting me in this chair then?
You assaulted an officer, multiple officers.
I didn't insult none. It was 401.
Okay, that video was hard to watch, as we stated, and we want to know, is there any other action that's going to be taken following what happened here?
Well, according to the Monroe County Sheriff, ISP presented their findings to the county prosecutor's office, and her office did decline to file any kind of criminal charges. Now, I did reach out to their office to ask what went into that decision. I haven't yet heard back.
Okay, Rachel, thank you.
So I'm pissed. Just got our property, got my cameras back. There doesn't appear to be any of my equipment missing. We're now going to the police station, and we're going to file a formal complaint against these officers that arrested me, especially Sergeant Brown, incompetent moron. Get this. Get this. To give you an idea how stupid this sergeant is. he takes a look at my driver's license. Now, there's a couple things. First of all, this is hilarious. He had my wallet thing here, right? Sergeant Brown was too stupid to figure out how to operate this. You just push a little button, boop, and everything pops out, including my driver's license, my Ohio driver's license. But he was too stupid to figure out how to work this, so he couldn't find my Ohio driver's license. But he did find, however, in my bag or pocket somewhere, he found my old Arizona. Let me cover some of this up. I don't need my old address on there, but my old Arizona driver's license very, very clearly says Arizona. And I think because he saw the Z and the A and he's illiterate and stupid that he thought it said Louisiana, because Sergeant Brown thinks that Louisiana has a Z in it. So I actually heard him on the phone say to somebody something to the effect of, Michael Norton, from Louisiana, got a Louisiana driver's license. What a moron. He can't read, for God's sake. So I'm not surprised that a man who can't read would violate my civil rights and put me in jail. I spent over 24 hours in jail, and now it's time to rain down hell on Sergeant Brown and the city of Indianapolis, Indiana, or as I call it, Indianapolis, Indiana. So thank you very much for your support. I got to tell you, when I got out and Stacy told me how much you guys helped, your phone calls, God bless you. Thank you. Thank you very much. It was appreciated. It is appreciated. And we are far from done. I'm going to rain down hell on these bastards. They did, however, the prosecutor did decline to press charges at this time. However, I still have a court hearing scheduled for 8:30 a.m. tomorrow morning. So, anyways, I'm out. I appreciate your support. This is not going to deter me from doing what I do, what we do. And I am going back to that bank right this minute to take more photos and videos outside on a fucking public sidewalk where I have every right to be. Again, thank you. Mike Norton, KULT News, Indianapolis, Indiana.
Abhorrent tyrant officer Sergeant Brown needs to either be let go from serving as a police officer or needs some serious retraining. He is a hot-headed individual, unfortunately servicing the people. He leads with unhinged emotions. He makes unlawful demands and demands obedience, or he will most likely arrest you. He takes it very personal when the auditor doesn't obey his unlawful orders, and because he is biased, he spreads propaganda and conspires against the auditor to find any way to arrest him in the future. That inevitable future comes fast when Tyrant Brown spirals and finally decides to arrest him based on his feelings, violating his rights, all whilst making additional unlawful demands simultaneously to Stacy, who is standing by also recording. He does not have control over his emotions or his temper. As you've seen, this causes him to escalate, becoming unhinged in the process. Many offers would have far less stressful careers if they just followed their policy and the law instead of trying to trample on people's rights. Sergeant Brown's ignorance or misinterpretation of the law is obvious as he decided to arrest an innocent man for exercising his rights on a public sidewalk. Mike Norton with KULT News. You are a commendable auditor who I hold in high regard. It is a great pleasure to observe how you redress your grievance to these officers who trampled on your rights to exercise your First Amendment. You unapologetically stand up for your right to record in public while spreading education, and I love to see it. Keep up the good fight. We honor you. We applaud you. We recognize you. Long live the Constitution.
Here we are. No. Here. No. Here. No. Here. Earth. Destination set. A far distance away. As you can see, we watch human beings on Earth like humans watch a TV screen. Or nowadays, a small handheld cellular device screen. It's their great addiction. As an asteroid hurtles towards Earth to their doom. We will tune in whenever we're bored, It's sort of a hobby for us. First Amendment audits are particularly entertaining to observe. We get to examine many human emotions and behavior all wrapped in one video. We'll watch and wait for your demise, but we might snub a few Karens before your scheduled appointment with doom. Nixar, out!
First Amendment guarantees the right to the freedoms of speech, press, and religion. Protects the right to petition the government. Second Amendment guarantees the people's right to own and bear arms for their defense. Third Amendment. Citizens cannot be forced to quarter soldiers during times of peace. Fourth Amendment. Citizens cannot be forced to subject themselves to seizure and search without a search warrant and probable cause. Fifth Amendment. Prohibits abuse of governmental authority in legal procedures. Establishes rules for indictment by eminent domain and grand jury. Guarantees the due process rights. Protects citizens from self-incrimination and double jeopardy. Sixth Amendment. Guarantees fair and speedy jury trial and the rights to know the accusation, the accuser, and to find counsel and witnesses. Seventh Amendment. Reserves individuals' rights to jury trial depending on the civil case, and cases already examined by not be reopened by another court. Eighth Amendment. Forbids exorbitant bails and fines and punishment that is unusual or cruel. Ninth Amendment. Reserves the rights of citizens which are not specifically mentioned by the U.S. Constitution. 10th Amendment. Reserves powers that are not given to the U.S. government under the Constitution, nor prohibited to a state of the U.S., to the people and the states. 11th Amendment. State sovereign immunity. States are protected from suits by citizens living in another state or foreigners that do not reside within the state borders. Ratified, Feb. 7, 1795. 12th Amendment. Modifies and clarifies the procedure for electing vice presidents and presidents. 13th Amendment. Except as punishment for criminal offense. Forbids forced slavery and involuntary servitude. 14th Amendment. Details Equal Protection Clause, Due Process Clause, Citizenship Clause, and clauses dealing with the Confederacy and its officials. 15th Amendment. Reserves citizens the suffrage rights regardless of their race, color, or previous slave status. 16th Amendment. Reserves the U.S. government the right to tax income. 17th Amendment establishes popular voting as the process under which senators are elected. 18th Amendment denies the sale and consumption of alcohol. 19th Amendment reserves women's suffrage rights. 20th Amendment, also known as the Lame Duck Amendment, establishes date of term starts for Congress, January 3rd, and the President, January 20th. 21st Amendment details the repeal of the 18th Amendment. State laws over alcohol are to remain. 22nd Amendment. Limit the terms that an individual can be elected as president, at most 2 terms. Individuals who have served over 2 years of someone else's term may not be elected more than once. 23rd Amendment. Reserves the right of citizens residing in the District of Columbia to vote for their own electors for presidential elections. 24th Amendment. Citizens cannot be denied the suffrage rights for not paying a poll tax or any other taxes. 25th Amendment. Establishes the procedures for a successor of a president. 26th Amendment. Reserves the right for citizens 18 and older to vote. 27th Amendment. Denies any laws that vary the salaries of Congress members until the beginning of the next terms of the office for representatives.